Imagine waking up at 3:10 in the morning and seeing two small silhouettes standing in your window blinds. Not shadows, not tricks of light, two figures about 10 inches tall watching. Weeks later, you step out of the shower and your towel, always hanging on the shower door, is gone. You search the whole house. Nothing. Then you walk back into the bathroom and it's hanging exactly where it should have been. Then come the footsteps at night in a house where you live alone. No pets, no roommates, no one. And just as you're drifting off to sleep, something bumps into your bed. This was a real case sent to us from nearly 3,000 miles away. And what caused it may have started when something followed a man home. Welcome back, everyone. This case came to us in May of 2018. A man, I'll call Jeff, had been dealing with these experiences for years. He prayed, and sometimes the activity would stop, but only temporarily. Then it always came back. Desperate for help, he started looking online, where he came across an article the DC city paper had done about my team and reached out from California. The link is in the description if you're interested in reading about us. He told me, I know you're in Virginia, and I'm out here in California. I know you're not coming here, but is there anything you can suggest? And this is what he shared. Years earlier, Jeff, who was a devoted Christian and active in Bible study, had been asked by a coworker to come pray over their home because they were experiencing disturbing activity. He gladly agreed and set a day and a time. But when he arrived, he discovered the people living there were practicing witchcraft. And the activity in that house, it wasn't random. It didn't just magically start. It had been invited in. And when you invite something in, you have basically given them the keys to your house. It is very hard to get them to leave at that point. Now, it can be done, but it can take some time. So Jeff started the prayers and began to feel increasingly uneasy and left rather quickly. But not long after, his own activity began. The figures, the footsteps, the bed disturbances. Something in his view had followed him home. Now, Jeff did what many believers would do. He prayed over his home. And while it helped briefly, the activity kept returning. So what was he doing wrong? Absolutely nothing. Sometimes specific prayers need to be used and directed at a specific problem. Since Jeff hadn't invited them in, I suggested what I call the process. A faith-based approach I've developed over years for clients we can't physically reach. It is a much milder version of what we would normally do, but usually safe for clients to do. And it has been very successful when done right. After a long conversation and ruling out anything more serious, like demonic, I sent Jeff the process. A few weeks later, I heard back. He said he had waited before contacting me sooner because he wanted to make sure this wasn't just another temporary calm, but this time, the activity was gone. Completely. Through faith and the right spiritual tools, it never returned. I wanted to share this case for 3 reasons. First, If you're experiencing something and you're afraid to talk about it because you think people will think you're crazy, don't be. I can't count how many clients begin by saying, "You're going to think I'm crazy, but..." And my answer is always the same: no, I won't. We may look for logical explanations first, but we don't dismiss people. Second, if you ever bring someone in your home for spiritual help, interview them. Be careful who you trust. If someone claims to do this as ministry and starts charging you, walk away. Faith is not a business. For over 15 years, Spirit Chasers has never taken 1 cent from anyone, because ministry should never have a price tag. And third, yes, things can follow a person home. If you like visiting haunted locations, take the necessary precautions. And I'll leave you with this: if what you're dealing with is truly spiritual, faith is your greatest weapon. You wouldn't go to a mechanic for a toothache, so why turn to someone without the right tools? Faith matters, prayer matters, and sometimes that changes everything. I'll be doing a video down the road to answer questions I receive. If you have a question you'd like for me to answer, you can submit it through my website, linked in the description. In the subject, just put Q&A, and no names will be used in the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.